Our next report takes us to Latin America, to Brazil, a country with a warm tropical climate and an ethnically diverse people. Brazil is often considered as the largest Catholic country in the world, but it also has a significant Muslim population. Ronnie Carvello reports.
The Islamic faith in Brazil started to gain strength in the 19th century due to several waves of immigrants from the Middle East and Africa, and the subsequent conversion of many Brazilians to Islam.
Islam in Brazil began with the discovery of Brazil itself, with the expedition of Pedro Álvares Cabral. The slaves actually came from Angola, Mozambique, and settled in northeastern Brazil.
At the beginning of the decade, Brazil had less than 30,000 Muslims. Now they are more than 2 million and the numbers are growing. The two principal mosques are Mosque Brazil and the Mosque of Brás. The Brazil Mosque is linked to the oldest Islamic institution, founded in 1929, when construction of the mosque started. The influence of this mosque goes beyond the boundaries of the community, since many people from other communities go there to pray, as Sheikh Abdul Hamid explains.
We have different nationalities and languages, but we all worship the same God, the Creator. We all read from the same book, the Quran, and all grow up under the fundamental of Islam. Here, Sunnis and Shiites pray together under the same doctrine, and therefore we are in complete and absolute union.
The Mohammed Rasulullah Mosque, also known as the Mesquita do Brás, is the religion center of the Shia community, functioning as a symbol of institutional identity within the community.
In Brazil, there are 135 mosques and Islamic centers, and 27 of them are in São Paulo. We have Muslims for Syria, Lebanon, Turkey and their descendants, as well as Brazilian converts, by marriage or by choice. In the last 30 years in Brazil, the Muslim community has not forgotten their roots or culture.
The Brás Mosque reveals the transnational Shia religion and cultural history of Iran. Iranian influence is even more evident when observing the Great Persian rug that includes the bilingual inscription presented by the Islamic Republic of Iran to the São Paulo Mosque. Further extracting the teaching of Islam, there is a large number of schools with a curriculum based on the Arabic culture and Islam, attended by Brazilian Muslim children. In Brazil, the majority of converts are middle-class women between the ages of 20 and 40, who left either the Catholic or Pentecostal churches. They are public employees, students, and professionals.
I discovered in Islam the truth. I can see the God more close to me. So I find Islam, the religion is wonderful. We have many practices.
The reason for the attraction of Islam for young people is that they feel excluded, marginalized, and discriminated against in the big cities, factors that led them to seek a new religion identity. In Islam, these young people find God. In poor areas, religion plays an important social function. Religions like Islam can become an alternative to people that feel oppressed. Young people believe that the Quran is the answer to the systematical extermination of black Brazilians in the hands of the police, the drug war, lack of access to education and health services. Young people are promoting Islam in the peripheries of big cities, especially in São Paulo, as an instrument of life.
African reference was strong. African-American leaders like Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X, who had principles and values, were followed by our black youth. Islam is the central to the formulation of their identity, and this helps especially those that faces daily the social inequalities, racial problems, and so many other problems that we experienced. With the Islam principles, we could reshape our self-esteem.
The relationship between converts occurs differently in Brazil as compared to traditional Arab communities. After all, it's not the same thing being a Muslim in the Middle East than one in Brazil. Because of that, many of long-time Muslims say that Brazilian Muslims demonstrate an exemplary behavior. In Brazil, religion's freedom is guaranteed by the Constitution. the country tolerates many beliefs. The first Muslim arrived in Brazil more than 100 years ago, and since then they have strengthened their roots, including the converted Brazilians who lived like brothers, united in the same fate. From São Paulo, Brazil, Ronnie Curvelo,